Hey guys, it's Saya. Welcome back to Choose Gooder. This is where I review products that are supposed to make our lives better and easier and cleaner and healthier and happier and see if they actually do. And for today's video, I am going to review the Hiccapop Wipes Warmer. It's where you put baby wipes so that they're warm. All of my friends told me I did not need a wipes warmer. Across the board, my most practical friends who were like, you just need 4 things for the baby, don't get all caught up in the registry, and my more sort of extravagant friends, they were buying the Mamaroos, even they were like, you don't need a wipes warmer. No one needs a wipes warmer. It's just a silly thing. And so I didn't even consider a wipes warmer. But I am here to tell you that I think you need one. So if you want to find out why, or if you're in the market for a wipes warmer and we're curious about this specific one, then just keep on watching. Okay, so like I said, all of my friends were like, you don't need a wipes warmer. It's absurd. It's silly. Why would you need to warm a wipe for a baby? And so I didn't get a wipes warmer for my first one. I don't even think, if they hadn't have said anything to me, it wouldn't have even occurred to me to buy one, because I don't even think I realized they existed. But then as my son started to get older and he started to get more mobile and he could sort of assert his own opinions and strength, he was really fighting me on diaper changes, like really fighting me on them. I sort of was like, oh, I guess this is just a stage. A lot of my friends had said the same thing, like, oh, they're chasing their kids around to change their diaper and it's pretty normal. But then it was like, sometimes it would prevent us from leaving the house. Sometimes it would make us really late. And so I started to do a little bit of research. And one of the things that it said, this article that I read said, was that toddlers fight diaper changes because they can be unpleasant experiences. And so that sort of like had a light bulb go off to me. First of all, it must suck to have someone change your diaper and like get all up in your nether regions at like a pressure that isn't maybe particularly comfortable, and a wipe that's cold. So I actually used a wipe on myself just to feel what it would feel like. It was freezing. And I found myself sort of being like, like it's cold to put a wipe down in your private parts. Like it's not comfortable. And so I started to think, well, maybe what if I get a wipes warmer? Would diaper changes go better? And they absolutely have. This has been a game changer. There's still some coaxing involved because he's playing sometimes and just like doesn't want to stop what he's doing, which is another thing that I've had to be conscious of. Just because I think it's time to change his diaper doesn't mean he's necessarily ready. So I try to, be mindful of that and not just yank him out of the middle of something he's doing that he's really intently working on. Because I feel like I wouldn't want somebody doing that to me, just coming in here in the middle of me filming a video and being like, you're done, we're doing this other thing. So I try to be mindful, and I think that's also helped with my diaper changing. But the wipes, I think, have been a complete game changer. And so when I went to start to research all the different brands of wipes warmers, I mean, it's like everything else. You can spend hours Googling best wipes warmer. And I didn't realize sort of all of the things that one would need to keep in mind when considering a wipes warmer. For example, you want to warm your wipes, but heat dries things out. And so you need to find a wipes warmer that's going to keep your wipes warm, but not dry out the moisture, because then you're basically using a paper towel on your child's bum. And so I went sort of down the reviews rabbit hole, and a lot of the wipes warmers, people had complaints that their wipes were turning brown and drying out. They were complaining that the wipes were too hot, and so that was another thing. Like it just didn't occur to me. Like you also don't want to go overboard and have the wipes get too hot, because that can burn your child, especially an infant whose skin is a lot more delicate and sensitive than like a 2 or 3-year-old. So after all of that, I settled on Hiccapop. So here it is. This is what it looks like. This is the logo. This is the top. It cost me about $35 on Amazon. The top opens like this, and this is where you will pull your wipes out. It has also this other feature where you can open the whole thing like this, and just get a bunch of wipes at once if you don't want to have to deal with pulling it through this rubber piece. And then if you don't want to, but you can also lock it so that when you pull this up, this doesn't also come up. So it's totally your preference. It's in this really nice sort of timeless white that goes with any nursery. It's sturdy. This window is a really large, you can't tell, it looks pretty opaque on video, but it's clear and you can see through it, so you can see pretty easily how, like, when you need to refill, and it's large capacity. So they say it's about a week's worth of wipes, and I would say even probably more than that can fit in here, depending on how many wipes you go through. Also at night, this is illuminated. So at nighttime, this is a soft light that you can, find it, pull your wipes out, and not have to turn on lights and have it be like a whole thing, which I really like. It also has this really big power button. You can turn it on and off really easily and not be sort of like fumbling around here looking for the power button. I think it is just incredibly thoughtfully designed. So I take them out. They are warm. They're not too hot. I would say that they're warm if you use them. So say like I'll take a few out, but by the time sometimes that I like undo my son's diaper and then I'm ready, they've cooled off quite a bit. Now they're still not as cold as they are straight from the package. So my advice would be pull them out as you need them. Now that my son is older, I'm changing him all over the place. I do standing diaper changes. Sometimes he's at his little train table and he's come to a lull, but he doesn't want to lay down, which is fine with me. So I'll just do it, if it's not a super messy diaper change, I'll do a standing diaper change. And so I no longer sort of go to my changing station the way I did when he was an infant. And so that sometimes if I go to the wipes warmer, I pull out a few to take with me to wherever I'm changing my son, then they cool off pretty quickly. So that's something to think about. I think you'll get the best use out of this when you have a baby that you're like taking to the changing table. It's sitting right next to you. You pull them as you need them and they stay warm, and they take the shock and jolt sort of out of the changing for the baby. For my son now, who's 2 and some change, they will cool by the time I sort of get him going, but they're still an improvement, and they still have really helped me with diaper changes. And I use it in conjunction with the water wipes, and I really love water wipes. I think they're the best wipes that I've used so far. I really like how moist they are. I love that they don't have any junk in them. They're 99% water and 99.9% water and 0.1% fruit extract, and that fruit extract is just to make sure that they don't mold. Now I like my wipes really wet because it helps me to get all of the stuff off in less wipes, which I think is better for the environment. They're chemical free, they're natural, they're basically just cotton and water. When my son was really young and I was going through lots and lots of diapers every single day, I had a collection of these sort of bamboo wipes, and I have since packed them away, but I can link them down below. They were just bamboo, an organic cotton blend wipe, and a little homemade spray. And I also had like a baby Organic spray that I used, that I would just spray his bum and then use the wipes and wash the wipes, the cotton wipes, because I was going through so many. I was feeling like it was so bad for the environment. But now that I don't go through that many diapers, I just sort of stick to the wipes. It's a lot more convenient. And also, like, to travel, like to put in your diaper bag, I always had water wipes. So I love these. Cannot recommend this company enough. I think this was incredibly thoughtful and well done. And if you're having trouble with diaper changes, like, consider doing a wipes warmer and see if that doesn't help you out. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you liked it, just give me a thumbs up because that helps me out. And otherwise, you can follow me on social media at Twitter and on Instagram at ChooseGooder. And if you don't want to miss any future videos like this one, then just subscribe to my channel and you'll get an alert. Thanks, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.